iOS 16 has officially been released for the iPhone, and here are all the tips, tricks, and features that you need to know about. My name is Patrick. I'm a husband, a dad, a human, and a creator living in New York City, and on this channel, we talk about all of it. So let's get into it. iOS 16 is available for any iPhone from the iPhone SE all the way up to iPhone 14, but so many people don't know how to update their iPhone. So open your iPhone settings, tap General, tap Software Update, and you will see this page where any software updates are available to you, including iOS 16. Removing the background of any image has not always been this easy, but in iOS 16, all you have to do is open an image, long press on the photo, and then you will see the ability to share or copy the subject in that photo with the background removed. Don't be afraid to make your Wi-Fi password super complicated, because sharing those passwords is so simple in iOS 16. Tap Settings, tap Wi-Fi, then tap the Info button by any network that you've connected to in the past. When you tap the password, Face ID will allow you to unlock and share the password however you see fit. Your favorite messaging app on the iPhone just got better with iOS 16. Have you ever received a message that you knew needed a response, but you forgot all about it until it was too late? Well, iOS 16 allows you to mark messages unread. But what about the messages you send? Once a text is sent, you can long press on that message to make edits, or you can just unsend the message altogether up to 2 minutes after it's been sent.
The sacred Jedi text!
Dictation has been given a much needed upgrade in iOS 16. When you are dictating to your phone, iOS 16 will listen for pauses and add punctuation where needed.
Let's listen to it again. And this time, really listen to the pauses.
God, Stanley, that's freaking brilliant.
But it is far from perfect, so you'll be happy to know that you can also make edits to the text that you're dictating while you are dictating. Last, but definitely not least, you can now also dictate emojis. iOS 16 takes safety first to the next level. If you need to review or stop sharing information with specific people or apps, welcome to Safety Check. You can use Safety Check to check whom you're sharing information with, restrict messages and FaceTime to your iPhone, reset system privacy permission for apps, change your passcode, change your Apple ID, password, and more. If you're concerned about the information you may be sharing with your iPhone, open your system preferences and tap on Safety Check. Everybody loves live text, and in iOS 16, live text has gotten a bit of an upgrade. You can now use live text to copy text from videos. This isn't perfect yet, but it's only going to get better. Pause the video on some text that you want to copy, press and hold, and let live text do the rest. For the longest time, the iPhone has shown a simple battery icon in the top right-hand corner of your screen. But if you wanted to see your actual battery percentage, you would have to pull down to reveal your control center. Finally, with iOS 16, you can see your battery percentage all the time. Just open your settings, tap Battery, and turn on your battery percentage. Now you will always see your battery's percentage in the top of your screen. Screenshots have become a part of everyday life, and they are so helpful when I am trying to share something with a friend, but I don't always want to keep my screenshots forever. Once you take a screenshot in iOS 16, you're able to copy and delete that screenshot. This gives you the opportunity to share something with a friend while not having to keep that screenshot forever in your photo library. Notifications have changed, in my opinion, for the better in iOS 16. Notifications now appear at the bottom of the screen.
Bottom.
Hilarious.
And you have 3 options for viewing your notifications. By default, they show up in a stack, and if you pull up, they show up in a list, and if you pull all the way down, you just simply see a count of your notifications. And this all can be changed in your settings by opening up your settings, tapping on notifications, and deciding how you want these notifications to be viewed. The Health app in iOS 16 has made some upgrades to make managing you and your family's health easier. One thing it's making easier is medications. The Health app recognizes medications that you scan and then allows you to set up a schedule with reminders for taking that medication. Finally, iOS 16 finds duplicate entries in your Contacts app. Open your Contacts app, select View Duplicates. And at this point, you can decide to merge all, or you can make sure you want to merge by individually checking each contact. Everyone has wanted haptic feedback in the iPhone keyboard forever. Well, thanks to iOS 16, we now have that option. Open your settings, tap Sound and Haptics, select Keyboard Feedback, and turn on Haptic. You'll love it. iOS 16 makes editing your lock screen and wallpaper fun. Long press on your lock screen and tap the plus button. From here, you can select pre-programmed wallpaper settings that really give your lock screen some life. Once you're done there, click the Customize button. You can change fonts, you can change colors, you can even add different widgets that show you all the information you might want to see at a glance. I'm looking forward to other companies getting in on the widgets game so that we can see all the information we want from other apps on our lock screens as well. We have waited way too long for this iOS feature, but it's finally here. Face ID now works in landscape mode. This is great for those times when you might be sleeping and you get a notification. No longer do you have to flip your phone around trying to get it to unlock. Right in landscape mode, your phone unlocks using Face ID. Spotlight has become a staple across all Apple devices, and you no longer have to swipe down to search using Spotlight on your iPhone. A search button can now be seen at the bottom of your home screen all the time. But don't worry, you can still swipe down to search if that's what you like to do. Everybody has a couple of photos on their phone that they don't want anybody to see. And the Photos app in iOS has always given you the option to hide photos. Those photos can be found not in your main library, but in the hidden album in your library. But now in iOS 16, that folder is protected by Face ID. This gives you an extra layer of security whenever someone wants to grab your phone or if your phone is misplaced or stolen. Swiping right isn't just for making new friends on Tinder. It also turns off your flashlight. I think the flashlight might be one of the most used features on my iPhone, and there are multiple places where you can access the flashlight. However, you probably don't know that turning off your flashlight is as easy as swiping right.